You're watching Teen Talk with Jane Marks.
Family therapist Jane Marks joining us this morning. Good morning, Jane.
Good morning, Abby. How are you this morning?
Doing well, thank you. The question that you received is talking all about teens and hopelessness. And the question from the parent, my husband and I are very hands-on parents, as are my friends, and yet I watch our teenagers come home every day with a sense of hopelessness about their futures. They talk jobs and about how their friends have finished college and are working in underpaid jobs. I feel like as a parent it is important that we instill hope in this generation. So, Jane, with your years of experience, what do you teach parents about the concept of hope? And I think this is such an important topic right now.
It is an important topic, and to use the teens term, this is what's trending with parents. You know, in other words, parents need to instill a sense of hope, a sense that life can be different or better no matter what or sad or unfortunate experience life hands out, because you're going to be blindsided by these. Teens need to have internal strength, fortitude, and skills to be able to survive and succeed. Now, where do you start? First, have regular discussions about events we've seen on social media or on televisions that allow the teen to consider situations where hope has played a key role. You know, for example, in Connecticut. Praise your teen every day and call attention to great choices that you feel indicate a symbol of hope. Parents, find them. Find resources and organizations for most catastrophic and chronic medical conditions. For example, suppose you're dealing with Alzheimer's or you're dealing with cancer or suicide. There are resources out there. Hope often begins through teens journaling. They gain strength through writing, writing things about things that are troubling them, but what happens is they appear to be also writing solutions, and so they find strength in journaling. Encourage and embrace your community in some fashion. You're always going to find examples of situations that are quite remarkable in terms of human spirit. So any kind of involvement in the lives of people will bring this to light to your teens. Encourage healthy situations where teenagers experience a sense of belonging, so they are surrounded by others who are hopeful and who are problem solvers. Participate in any experience that is transformational, parents, whether or not it's participating in gaining new health skills or weight loss or learning to speak in front of a group. All of these are transformational, and it makes a teen feel hopeful. Create situations where your teen can experience repeated successes. We talk about that all the time. When teens experience repeated successes in their world, in the majority of the cases they feel extraordinarily hopeful about the future. Parents, listen more than you speak. Oftentimes we spend too much time just talking to them or talking at them. That's hard to tell when areas that they are in feeling. But if we pay attention to what they're saying, we're going to find answers. Build a hope chest for your teen. Back in the old days, we used to do that. Build a bank of opportunities or experiences that they can reach for. Actually use a box or a chest like they did before. Make sure you also include males and females. This is not just a female-dominated task. Talk about the normalcy of their feelings in traumatic situations. For example, experiencing a sudden death or heart attack. That can ignite fear, dysphoria, anger. This is a normal process and serves a valuable purpose. This is one of the best incidences where you can share your own history and experience where you felt there was no hope, and yet experience, how you soldiered through it. Now, train brain development. The teenage brain is a changing brain, and as it grows, they develop new pathways in order to problem solve. Finally, it is important to rule out risk factors. If a child is feeling hopeless, keep an eye out for these risk factors. They could include attention deficit disorder, depression, all kinds of experiences that may be interfering with maybe increasing hopelessness. So look for that. That's an important part of our task as parents.
And of course, the motivation there as well. We've got to keep the teens motivated.
Absolutely. You want to drive motivation if you can. And we continue to say, create those successful experiences. And also, this is one of the few areas where the parents can weigh in and say, it has been my experience that, or this has happened.
Absolutely.
And look at this.
Okay,
it's going on every day.
Thanks for these tips. You can go to our website, WTXL.tv. Jane, thank you for joining us this morning.
It's fun.